Hey guys, my name is Liam. In today's video, we're gonna do part 2 of a carryover of the part 1 video for lawn care pricing. We're gonna walk through the 4 main steps of how to properly price lawn care so you're not losing money, so that you know exactly what you're making on a per hour basis. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Guys, the first step here is that we got to figure out our square footage of the areas or the lawns that you want to service. So for us in our company, we do as small as 1,000 square feet, and we don't do any more than 10,000 square feet. There are commercial lawns, there's acreages that we could do that are 50,000 square feet. In our company, we just choose not to do them. So the first step here is to figure out the range of the square footage that you want to service in your area. I know for a lot of you watching in the United States, probably a good chunk of them are, minimum 7,000 square feet, 8,000 square feet. So it's different than the market here in Calgary, Alberta, but figure out that first. And then once you get into step 2, 3, and 4 later on, the square footage comes first. So if you guys remember back in high school math, Y is a function of X. Well, in this right here, pricing is a function of square feet. So we have to know the square footage first before we can determine price. And then once we have the square footage, we have the pricing, then we can get onto that first. So step 1, make sure you know the ranges of the square feet that you want to do. I would suggest not doing lawns from the smallest lawns up to the biggest lawns. Choose a range of the target market that you guys want to service, whether that's residential or commercial. Find your ranges, and then that's step number 1. All right, so step 2 here is that once you figured out your range of square feet, then you want to segment those a bit more. So as an example for us, we did 1,000 to 10,000. So in our company, we have a different price range from 1,000 to 1,500 square feet. We have a different price from 1,500 to 2,000. So they're all in the increment of 500 square feet in our company. So that is step number 2 right there. So what we're going to want to do is that we're going to want to time ourselves for every increment. So say for example, if we're doing a 1,000 square foot lawn, I'm going to actually go out there, mow 1,000 square feet worth of lawn, and I'm gonna time myself from beginning to end. And usually that means from the key out when you're getting to a job site to the key back in. How long does it take me to unload the equipment, to crank the machine, put the gasoline in if it's needed, to mow the lawn, trim the lawn for 1,000 square feet, come back to the truck, load it in, turn the key. So it's from key out to key in for 1,000 square feet. Once you do it for 1,000, you gotta do it for 2,000, for 3,000, for 4,000, for 5,000, all the way up to 10,000. And your time, how long it takes from key in to key out in minutes for each of those thresholds. So that is step number 2. Okay, so the third part, this is probably the funnest part right here, is that we gotta set the target rate that you wanna be bringing in per hour. So whether that's $200 an hour, whether that's 100 or 50, you just gotta set in your mind, okay, I wanna bring in $100 per hour for the company. Just set that as an example. You really need that when you're calculating the price. Because as you can see right here, the final price is gonna be your target rate. That is in the units of dollars per hour, multiplied by your time in hours. So those 2 units will cancel out, then you'll have your price right there. So just set that example, set a number in your mind. It doesn't matter which one you choose, but it's gotta be a constant number. In the example that we'll be using here, we'll do $100 per hour. All right, so in step 4 here, we're gonna bring back steps 1, steps 2, step 3. So in step 1 right there, you're gonna just take a sample of a lawn that you service in your market. So for us here in Calgary, Alberta, the average I'd say usually is about 1,500 square feet, okay? Now what you're gonna do is that you're gonna take your lawnmower or your spreader, whatever you wanna do, but we'll just call it for this example, a lawnmower. You're gonna drive up to the property, right? That's 1,500 square feet. You are going to start your timer as soon as you take the key out, right? You're gonna unload your mower, you're gonna unload your trimmer, you're gonna put on the safety glasses, you're gonna crank the mower, you're gonna crank the trimmer, get everything rocking and rolling. You're gonna mow just yourself. This is not with 2 people, this is only for 1 person, because that $100 an hour only applies to that 1 person, okay? They're gonna trim the whole property, then that same person's gonna mow the whole property, they're gonna load the equipment back into the truck, and then they're gonna key it in. At that point, you're gonna stop the timer right there, okay? And let's just say for this example, it took us 27 minutes from key out to key back in. Very important, 27 minutes. Now, this right here, we're gonna convert this to hours. I already did it before. I'm not actually like that smart that I can just do it in my head, but that is 0.45 hours, okay? 0.45 hours, so almost half an hour. Now the formula that we need to calculate is it's gonna be price equals this number right here. So that's gonna be 100 per hour times, now very, very careful, do not multiply it by this number because the units are gonna be off. This isn't $100 per hour. So we gotta convert that 27 minutes to 2 hours. That's extremely important, or else you're gonna get like $2,700 for a lawn mower. No one's gonna buy that from you, right? So $100 per hour times 0.45 per hour, so 0.45, okay? Hours are gonna cancel out right there, unit cancellation, and what you're gonna be left with right there is $45, okay? So $45, if it takes you that 27 minutes, key out to key in, 1,500 square feet, that'll be $100 per hour. So now we still have to do the iterations for all the other square feet, right? So like the 2,000, the 2,500, the 3,000, all the way up in those increments of 500 square feet to 10,000. We'll do that on Excel sheets. I'm gonna show you guys step by step of exactly how to do it. I'm gonna also link the Excel sheet in the description here. So if you guys wanna use this for your business and you make any modifications for even separate services, but I'll at least show you guys how to do it on the Excel sheet. So let's get into that and see you guys there.
Okay, so let's do it. So as per usual, just open the good old Excel here. I'm just gonna type in a couple, let's see. Just take that out for now, there we go. All right, so we know a couple things, right? We discussed that we want our target rate per hour to be $100, okay, per hour. I'll just put it just like that right there. Very good. Now what we're trying to figure out, we gotta always like remember this, that price per cut equals function. Function is like, it depends on this other variable. Function of square footage. So if you don't know what square footage, we can't get price per cut. Square footage is everything, right? So, all right, so price per cut. And this right here is gonna be just in dollars because that is our end goal. That's what we're trying to figure out. I'm just gonna expand this a little bit. Good, expand these as well. This will be the line size. And this right here is gonna be measured in square footage. Very good. All right, and then we're gonna have estimated time. This one right here is gonna be in minutes because like it's a lot easier to, when you're mowing a lawn or whatever, to estimate the time in minutes opposed to in hours, right? You set this timer, it's gonna be, they're not gonna be 0.001 hours, 0.002 hours. It's always done in minutes, right? Minutes and seconds. But we need to be able to convert this over to hours. So I'm just gonna do a separate column for that. Go. Expand that out, very good. Okay, so as we said before, the 0 to 1,000, so this is in square feet, is, and we're talking about Calgary here. This could be a different market in the States. I know it probably starts at 10,000 or 8,000. I'm just saying it right here. So how we do it is every 500 square feet. So we'll do 1,500 to 2,000. We'll do that would be 1,000 to 1,500. Then it's right here, please, 1,500 to 2,000. I'll go all the way up to, we could go up to 10,000, but I think you guys get the idea. We'll go up to 5,000 here, just to get some good examples. Okay, very good. So then the next step here is that, as I discussed before in the earlier part of the video in step 2, is that we need to make sure that every lawn size is gonna be timed from the time that you take your key out and put your key back in. So I'm not gonna do them like right here, but I'm just gonna throw out like some numbers. These right here, this is what you guys have to do. So you guys have to go to lawns and you guys got to measure each and every one of these. You might not have to do each and every one. You could probably do, 3,000, right? At the time where it takes you 3,000 and 4,000. And then the difference, the average between the two, would just be that one, right? So you can sort of interpolate a little bit here and there, but I would probably recommend doing a separate calculation for every 1,000 square feet threshold. All right, so let's say for this example, 1,000 square feet is 25 minutes, and then we'll do 27, 29. So we'll just tack on 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes for each of them. Okay, now this right here is, so this is in minutes, right? We got to convert this to hours. To do that, we got to take that number divided by 60. There's 60 minutes in 1 hour. And then I'm just going to interpolate that right there. I'm going to format these cells here to be just 2 decimal numbers to make it look a bit cleaner. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Okay. All right, so just for anyone that's like lost right here, exactly what I'm doing. This right here is the lawn square foot, right? So some lawns are bigger than others. We have the smaller ones, we got the larger ones. This is, at least in our company, how we price them out, okay? All right, now this right here is the time in minutes that I estimate that they will take. We should actually test this out though. And then once you have the minutes all calculated, then you're gonna have to convert that to hours, okay? Now, to the price per cut, I'm just gonna tack that on right here. So it's a function of square footage. It equals the target rate per hour multiplied by estimated time, and that is going to be in hours. Let me just put that right there just to make sure that we're very clear, because if you multiply it by minutes, you're going to get a very, very high price, okay? So what we're going to do is that we're going to take this, you just press an equal signs, times, not this one, right? This one right here, that's what we need to do. Okay, and then we're just gonna expand that all out. Just gonna highlight this one again, and then we're gonna do format cells. We're gonna do currency, 2 decimal places. I'll just narrow that in a little bit. Perfect. So this right here is what you guys are trying to get, right? So as you guys can see, it's a function of square footage. So the higher the square feet, the higher the price. And this right here is assuming that you want to make $100 per hour, right? If you guys were aiming for 130 per hour, if that's, or we'll do 150 if you're really going for 150, which would be awesome, that would be the price. And then this would be the prices for the bigger lawns, right? This we'll put it back to 100 because I think that's probably going to be the average that people are going for. Expand that out right there. There we go. So as per like step 1 in this, or part 1 that we did a while back, you're going to measure their square footage through using Google Maps. Link to that one in the description here. Once you have this, the square footage, you're going to plug it into a calculator such as this one right here. So say if you're talking to Mrs. Jones, she says that her address is 210 Scepter Close, whatever it's going to be. You look it up on that aerial view, you measure it using Google Maps as per part 1. Say it's 3,529 square feet, okay? So it fits in this range. That means that, okay, Mrs. Jones, your price right here is going to be $61.67 per cut, right? And yeah, that's essentially how you do it, right? If it's under 1,000, even if it's like 30 square feet, right? She would still get this price. There should be kind of like that minimum, because there is a price for you to get there, have your gas, to drive there, to pay the employees, insurance, etc. So we always have that minimum of 0 to 1,000. But yeah, that's exactly how you do it. If you guys want to keep going on with, you know, bigger lawns, you just expand these out, you estimate your minutes, or I guess you calculate your minutes, you convert those into hours, and then you get your pricing right here. So, and then say if you wanted to do like a season's price, season's package of, you know, let's call that 16 mows, right? Roughly, could vary, right? But for this example, you would go equals, say if that's Mrs. Jones, she's in that price right there, times 16. There we go, $986 for the season, right? Tack on all your taxes, and then subtotal, total, right? There you go. So that's how you calculate lawn prices right there, by using square footage. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any more questions, put them in the descriptions. I'm going to be happy to answer them. All right, guys, for now, take care. Have a great day.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. As per always, it's really fun doing these videos for you guys. As you guys obviously know, we're brand new here on YouTube, only been posting for about 6 months. So if you guys could like and subscribe, share it with your friends, that would really help us out. We are doing a giveaway for 1 lucky subscriber by April 30th. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers. So if we do, there'll be 1 lucky subscriber that will get a $50 gift card to anywhere that they'd like to go to. So yeah, please like and subscribe. It'll really help us out. If you guys have any more ideas, please put them in the comments below. We always check them. We always reply to them. And for now, until the next video, thank you so much.